She's 3 meters long and bites, but John only has love for his pet croc Charlene. In the cattle-and-sugarcane town of Proserpine, 1,100 kilometers north of Brisbane, legend has it that a farmer used to walk his croc on a leash and buy her beers at the pub. "That story isn't quite true," said John Casey, a local cane grower. "Dad hardly ever put her on a leash. They just walk along," he said. "And it wasn't just Proserpine either," he added. "We used to take her everywhere with us on holidays. I reckon she's been in every pub from Rockhampton to Cairns." Pet crocodiles, especially the pub-going, drinking buddy type, are largely a thing of the past in Queensland now. To stay up to date with latest top stories, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking the button above this video. Proserpine's Charlene is one of the few registered pet crocs remaining in the state. Raised from a hatchling, Charlene, 59, is 3 meters long and lives in a strictly certified enclosure. 36 years ago, the apex predator bit off John's dad's hand. How do owners care for a pet that lives longer than humans, weighs as much as a car, and aren't afraid to bite the hand that feeds them? This dangerous world might be the last place you'd expect to find stories of community, companionship, and family love. But those who still share their properties with the largest living reptile species say we've got a lot to learn about these creatures. "She's not only the family pet, she's a sibling," John said. John grew up with Charlene and expects the pet croc will outlive him. Triple J hack, Angel Parsons, finding a home for rescue crocodiles. Some people rescue a cat or dog. Philip Sullivan, 22, from Bachelor in the Northern Territory, rehomes crocs. "I think people heavily misunderstand crocodiles," he said. "They have a lot of personality." Philip has grown up with crocodiles and now helps his dad care for their 15 saltwater and 4 freshwater crocodiles. Some were donated by their former owners, who had watched them grow from hatchlings and didn't have the heart to give them to the croc farm, where they'd be eventually harvested for skin and meat. In urban areas of the NT, residents can keep a crocodile that is less than 60 centimeters long. "The general public who come to us say, 'We don't want that crocodile being skinned at the farm, take it,' Philip said. "It just saves one crocodile from being turned into a handbag." The oldest of their crocodiles is 100 years old. Philip knows his family's reptile dynasty will likely outlive them. His own pet crocodile, Jack, is also 22. "By the time I'm too old to take care of him, which is very likely, I'd have to pass them on to my grandkids or some other person. You've inherited a hungry crocodile." John from Proserpine is also worried about succession plans. Who'll look after Charlene once he passes away? "She's the pet that just keeps going, she could live to 150. In captivity, probably longer." Charlene was passed down to John after his father's death. The crocodile was the first thing John wrote into his own will. One benefit of having such a long living pet is the wealth of memories. He fondly recalls his dad taking Charlene on road trips back when she was small. "She used to sit in the back and she climbed over the seats and she used to love sitting on Dad's lap with her head out the window. When taking her out, Alf would tie a ribbon around Charlene's mouth. It was the best way to meet people," John said. Once, Charlene strolled into a pub in Marinda, 70 kilometers northwest of Proserpine, and the barmaid jumped on the bar. The family's love for their unusual pet hasn't wavered, even when Charlene attacked Alf as he was about to feed her in front of visitors and bit his hand off. "They took her away. And we couldn't have her back until we built a proper enclosure," John said. The first Crocodile Dundee movie had just come out, and the story of the hard-bitten Australian went around the world. The international news dubbed Alf Casey the real Crocodile Dundee. In 2020, Queensland banned the ownership of crocodiles as pets. Charlene was one of the few exceptions. "She's part of Proserpine history," John said.